Buckle up, because today we're diving into the most infuriating story of 2025. You've probably heard the buzz Katy Perry, Jeff Bezos' fiancée Lauren Sánchez, and a gaggle of their elitist pals took a joyride to space on Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente, con una pasión tan fuerte. Ay, 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 ay.
It's dark. It's like death.
And I'm so proud of us. I really am proud of me.
They're calling it a historic all-female mission. But let's be real, it's a glorified publicity stunt that's got the world fuming. From Wendy's savage tweets to Joe Rogan tearing them apart, and now Katy Perry threatening to sue a fast food chainies. You heard that right, this story is a train wreck. Stick around as we unpack every cringeworthy detail, expose the backlash, and reveal some shocking behind-the-scenes drama you won't believe. On the 14th of April, 2025, Blue Origin's NS-31 mission launched from West Texas, carrying 6 women: pop star Katy Perry, Lauren Sánchez, CBS host Gayle King, former NASA scientist Aisha Bowe, activist Amanda Nguyen, and film producer Kerianne Flynn. The trip lasted a measly 11 minutes, barely skimming the edge of space. But oh boy, did they milk it for all it was worth.
It just says to me, if I can do this, I was telling these guys, I might even now get my ears pierced. I've never gotten my ears pierced because that hurts.
I hope they can see the unity that we modeled and replicate that and understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space for the future. Yeah.
Oh my God.
10 out of 10 review.
They posed with daisies, clutched Katy's tour setlist for free promo, and spouted nonsense about empowering women. Meanwhile, the rest of the world was gagging at their tone-deaf display of wealth. Let's break down why this stunt has everyone from fast food chains to political figures absolutely livid. First off, let's talk about this so-called mission. Blue Origin hyped it as the first all-female spaceflight since 1963, when Valentina Tereshkova actually did something groundbreaking. But this was a $1 million per ticket roller coaster ride for rich ladies. Katy Perry, who hasn't had a hit since 2013, was front and center, acting like she's Neil Armstrong.
Okay, I'm gonna show you the capsule that we have been training in for the last few days. Here I am. Seat number 2.
This is my call name, Feather.
Here on the New Shepard. I think I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna sing a little bit.
She literally kissed the ground when she landed, like she'd been to Mars and back. Newsflash, Katy. You were in kinda, sorta, maybe space for 11 minutes. Calm down. Lauren Sánchez, Jeff Bezos' fiancée, handpicked this crew, and it reads like a guest list for a Beverly Hills brunch. Gayle King, Oprah's BFF, was there, preaching about doing better for the planet while riding a rocket that scientists say damages the ozone layer. Aisha Bowe, the only one with actual aerospace cred, got overshadowed by these clowns.
Flynn, I gotcha. Flynn.
Gotcha. Proud of you, Flynn.
Amanda Nguyen and Kerianne Flynn, barely mentioned, because Katy and Lauren hogged the spotlight. The whole thing was choreographed like a bad music video, complete with Katy waving her tour setlist in zero gravity. Subtle, real subtle. Now, let's get to the good stuff. The backlash. The second this stunt hit the news, the internet erupted. People weren't buying the feminist branding. X was flooded with posts calling it a tone-deaf marketing ploy and gluttonous end-times nonsense. One user, at Littleloo1129, summed it up perfectly on the 17th of April, tweeting, "This is so sickening. Couldn't Bezos find a way to help regular Americans instead of flaunting his wealth on a publicity stunt?" Even the Republic got in on it, posting, "Wasteful wokeness. Netizens bash Jeff Bezos' historic all-women Blue Origin space tour." The public wasn't just annoyed, they were disgusted. And it wasn't just random X users. Celebrities piled on too. Olivia Wilde called it a vain publicity stunt. Emily Ratajkowski dubbed it gluttonous. Amy Schumer and Olivia Munn slammed it as a flashy marketing stunt for Bezos. Even Martha Stewart and Jessica Chastain trolled the crew, with Stewart captioning an X post. "In case you spaced out in 2007, Martha has always been ahead of her time." Ouch! But the real burn came from an unexpected source. Wendy's. Yes, the fast food chain with the spiciest Twitter account in the game. On the 15th of April, Wendy saw a photo of Katy Perry kissing the ground and couldn't resist. They tweeted, "Can we send her back?" The internet lost it. The tweet went viral, racking up millions of likes. But Wendy's didn't stop there. They followed up with another jab. Katy Perry and Gayle King bringing the ass back in astronauts? More like bringing the cringe. People were living for it, but Katy? Oh, she was not happy. Sources say she was hurt and humiliated, calling the tweets bullying. Boo-hoo, Katy! Maybe don't flaunt your $1 million space trip during an economic crisis? But here's where it gets juicy. Katy Perry is reportedly planning to sue Wendy's over these tweets. Yes, you heard that right. According to an exclusive source, let's call them a West Texas insider, Katy's team is drafting a defamation lawsuit, claiming Wendy's comments caused emotional distress and damaged her brand. They're demanding $10 million in damages and a public apology. Can you imagine? A pop star suing a burger joint because they roasted her? This is peak 2025 absurdity. Wendy's, for their part, doubled down, tweeting on the 18th of April, "No ill will for Perry, but our fries are hotter than her space trip." Savage. Now, let's talk about Joe Rogan, who absolutely destroyed this stunt on his podcast. On the 20th of April, he called Katy Perry a space guru wannabe and mocked the crew's profound statements about their 11-minute joyride. He said, and I quote, "Katy Perry's out here acting like she discovered gravity, while real astronauts are stranded on the ISS for 9 months.
How are you?
I'm much better now that the ladies are back from space.
Thank you for having me. What were they up there, 10 minutes?
Well, it was very profound. I don't know if you've seen Katy Perry talk about it, but she's basically a guru now.
Yeah. What were her findings? That's my question.
Well,
what
she
did
brought
she
a
learn?
daisy, which is super important. It shows you how quick the flight was. The dead daisy that's like snipped from its life source was still alive or still vibrant.
Yeah, and it's
Look
always
at her. Shout out Daisy.
Wow.
Look at her nails. So pretty.
Now, so they go up there and they float for like 10 minutes?
At least.
And then they come down.
Let's not minimize this.
No, I know. It's a big deal.
Let's celebrate female astronauts.
And because they were united.
Because a lot of men astronauts, they have to go to school.
Right.
They have to learn how to be a pilot first. Then they have to join the Air Force or the Navy. And then they get appointed by NASA.
That's right.
And then they go to space. You know?
And there has been, that's the other thing, there has been female astronauts.
Let's not minimize this. Let's not minimize.
Give me a break. Rogan also took a swipe at Lauren Sánchez, saying, "Jeff Bezos is bankrolling his fiancée's cosplay as an astronaut. It's embarrassing." The clips went viral, and fans on X were eating it up. But it wasn't just Rogan. Politicians got involved too. A Trump-appointed official took a brutal shot on the 18th of April, saying, Katy Perry and Bezos' fiancé cannot identify as astronauts. They argue the FAA doesn't even recognize these joyrides as astronaut-worthy. Then there's Ivanka Trump, who reportedly signed up for a future Blue Origin flight, sparking rumors she's trying to one-up Katy's crew. Sources say Ivanka's team leaked a story claiming she'd be a classier space tourist. Meanwhile, environmental groups were livid, pointing out that Blue Origin's rockets release ozone-depleting emissions. One scientist told Yahoo, "The environmental damage is colossal. So much for doing better, Gayle." Now, here's where it gets wild. Conspiracy theorists on X and TikTok are convinced the whole mission was fake. Why? A bizarre gaffe caught on video. After the capsule landed, the crew briefly opened the door from the inside, then slammed it shut. Minutes later, Jeff Bezos strutted up with a special tool to unlock it for the cameras. TikTok user at Space Skeptic wrote, "Did anyone catch them prematurely opening the door and being told to close it? This is definitive proof it was staged." Another X post claimed, "They waited a few minutes, and Bezos acted like he unlocked the latch. It's a Hollywood stunt." Is it true? Probably not, but it's fueling the narrative that this was all a big fat lie. And let's not forget the rumors we dug up. An anonymous Blue Origin employee, let's call them rocket whistleblower, claims the crew was coached to act overly emotional for the cameras. Allegedly, Katy was told to kiss the ground to sell the drama, and Lauren Sánchez was fed lines about empowering girls. If true, this proves the whole thing was a scripted farce. We can't confirm this, but it wouldn't surprise me one bit. So, what does Jeff Bezos think of all this? He's been suspiciously quiet, but sources say he's furious at the backlash. Apparently, he saw this as a PR win for Blue Origin, but it's backfired spectacularly. One insider told The Verge, Bezos thought this would make him look better than Musk. Instead, he's a laughingstock. Bezos was seen face-planting in the dirt while greeting Lauren post-flight, which didn't help his case. Clumsy much, Jeff? As for Elon Musk, he's been throwing shade without saying a word. On the 16th of April, he posted a cryptic X tweet. "Some people play at space, while others build the future." Fans took it as a direct jab at Bezos and his passenger crew. Musk's SpaceX is pushing for Mars, while Blue Origin's stuck selling suborbital joyrides. The rivalry's heating up, and Musk is clearly winning the PR war. A Guardian letter even suggested sending Bezos and Musk on the next Blue Origin flight with extra boost to break Earth's gravity forever. Brutal.
It is the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, trust, and this whole journey is not just about going to space. It's the training, it's the team, it's the whole thing. I couldn't recommend this experience more. This is like up there with all the, different tools that I've learned in my life, from meditation to the Hoffman process. This is up there because what you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself, because you got to trust in yourself on this journey. And then you're feeling the love when you come down, for sure. And you're feeling that strength. So I feel really connected to that strong, divine feminine right now.
By the way, you're such a badass. I love that the month of April, you're like, I'm going to space and I'm launching my tour.
Now, Katy Perry's reportedly regretting the whole thing. An insider told Yahoo on the 18th of April, Katy doesn't regret going to space, but she regrets making a public spectacle of it. Too late, girl. Her rival Kesha even got in on the shade, posting a photo sipping from a Wendy's cup. Subtle, Kesha. Real subtle. Meanwhile, Gayle King and Lauren Sánchez are out here defending the mission. Gayle told CBS, "There was nothing frivolous about what we did. Jeff Bezos is making our planet better." Really, Gayle? Tell that to the environmentalists. Lauren invited everyone to visit Blue Origin's site, conveniently ignoring the $1 million price tag. Delusional. The crew's feminist rhetoric is falling flat too. MSNBC called it pricey faux feminism, saying it did nothing for women's progress. Slate compared it to the cringeworthy 2020 Imagine video, calling Katy, Lauren, and Gayle astronomically out of touch. Even Meghan McCain tweeted on the 14th of April, Katy Perry and Gayle King saying they're bringing the ass back in astronauts is some kind of Black Mirror parody. The world's not buying their girl boss shtick. So, why does this make us so mad? It's not just about Katy Perry's flop era or Lauren Sanchez's bad media instincts. It's about privilege. While regular people struggle with inflation, healthcare costs, and climate change, these elites are blowing millions on 11-minute ego trips. NASA's facing budget cuts. Real astronauts are stuck in space, and Blue Origin's emissions are harming the planet. Yet Katy's out here posing with daisies, and Gayle's preaching about being better humans. It's insulting. And the fact that Katy thinks she can sue Wendy's for a tweet? That's entitlement on steroids. This stunt was supposed to inspire girls, but it's done the opposite. It's shown young women that if you're rich, connected, and shameless, you can buy your way into history. The real heroes the engineers, scientists, and actual astronauts got overshadowed by this circus. And that's the real tragedy. Well, there you have it, folks. The full, ugly truth about Katy Perry's Blue Origin disaster. From Wendy's epic roasts, to Joe Rogan's takedown, and the conspiracy theories that just won't quit, this story is a masterclass in how not to do PR. What do you think? Are you Team Wendy's? Or do you think Katy's lawsuit has a chance? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more tea on the elites who keep embarrassing themselves. Until next time, stay woke and stay away from overpriced space rides.